Hi, you guys. This is just a quick reminder for those of you who may think that the wrath part of the 70th week or the 7-year tribulation starts with the opening of seal 6, that you would be mistaken. If you go back to the Old Testament, the 4 horsemen, which is seal 1, seal 2, seal 3, seal 4 in Revelation, the 4 horsemen, are related to the dispensation of God's wrath upon a people in the Old Testament. I do know why people believe that the dispensation of wrath begins with the opening of seal 6, because there are verses that say directly after the opening of seal 6 that the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand. But that does not mean that wrath begins with the opening of seal 6. It's that the collective opening of those marks the beginning. Jesus in Matthew 24, when discussing the opening of seals 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, which are sorrows or judgment upon people, calls all of these collectively the beginning of sorrows. He doesn't discuss seals 5 or 7, because neither of those are related to sorrows or travail upon a woman or woes. Lamentation, bad times. 5 is martyrdom, which is good because it leads to salvation. And 7 is the celebration of a people group in heaven around the heavenly incense altar, offering the prayers of the saints. So those are good things. Seals 5 and 7 are good things. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6 are bad, which again is why Jesus collectively calls them, all of them are the beginning of sorrows. You take that over to Revelation after the opening of the sixth seal, which Jesus includes as part of the beginning of sorrows, one of the all that comprise the beginning. The great day of his wrath is come. Yes, the beginning of sorrows has come, has started. All of these are tied together. And again, we excuse seals 5 and 7 from that because they are not related to woes or judgment or lamentation or things people are trying to get away from. They're good things. When you take the seals, the first 4, which again are the 4 horsemen back to the Old Testament, you are clearly given indication that they are God's purpose upon a people to dispense wrath of a sort. This is found in Zechariah 6. Zechariah 6, Revelation 6. Zechariah 6 says, "And I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, there came 4 chariots out from between 2 mountains, and the mountains were mountains of brass. In the first chariot were red horses, in the second black horses, in the third chariot white horses, and in the fourth chariot gristled and bay horses." Now, obviously, we understand there are differences in the sequence or the order that they're given, and also in the colors, but that does not mean that we don't take type and shadow from what they were in the Old Testament to apply it in the New Testament. Yes, their order is different, and yes, their colors are different, or at least one of them is different. You move from gristled and bay to pale, the rest are the same, white, black, and red. But their orders are different, yes. But what are they? Then I answered and said unto the angel and talked with me, "What are these, my Lord?" The angel answered and said unto me, "These are the 4 spirits of heavens, which go forth from standing before the God of the earth. The black horses which are therein go forth into the north country, the white go forth after them, the gristled go forth into the south country. The bay went forth and saw that they might go walk to and fro through the earth, and he said, Get you hence, walk to and fro through the earth. So they walked to and fro through the earth. Then cried he upon me and spake unto me, saying, Behold, these that go toward the north country, which are black and white, have quieted my spirit in the north country. That is because they dispensed the wrath of God, and after God's wrath was satisfied, it was at rest. His spirit was at rest." So what we gain insight about in Zechariah 6 regarding Revelation 6's first 4 seals is that they are tools of the dispensation of God's wrath upon a people, which is why Jesus says they constitute, all of them, the beginning of sorrows, and with the inclusion of seal 6 also, and why after seals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are opened, 5 of which is martyrdom, so it's excluded from being a sorrow, but after those are opened, it is denoted that the great day of his wrath is come. The beginning of sorrows has commenced. And the first 4 of the 6 are the spirits of God sent forth into all the earth, dispensation of the wrath of God, which is what Revelation 6 states. So to say that the wrath of God begins with seal 6 is very inaccurate. It begins with the first of the 4 riders on the horses, which is seal 1. And all you have to do is study Zechariah 6 out to understand what the 4 horsemen are historically related to: the dispensation of God's judgment upon a people.